shots thrown on and off the field over the years. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense will get the first swing of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we can get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Anthony. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Turning it on! They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give on the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with the pads.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Split backs here. Off play action on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. To the air, it's Bailey. Release to the back. Got a man, it's Smothers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the... It's as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
There he goes.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll go to the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smothers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. To the air, it's Bailey. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Working on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Trace. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Fires to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Bailey. He's got his man across the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
They'll run it. It's Smothers. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, Duke. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air. It's Bailey. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turn. That last completion sets him up on second down. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Grimes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Caught over the middle. It's Grimes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Smothers. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, NC State.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they will score! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half. The 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, NC State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Grab behind the line. It's Scott. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Got his man quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Wolfpack! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Special teams proving to be special. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Moore. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Turning it on. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still on his feet. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
unloads quickly. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The option look. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Bailey. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw on 1st down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making... and turning in the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And a quick shuffle pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Caught close to the marker, it's Scott. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. On target over the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two